Welcome to this conversation with the Morning Tea Marketing Missus, where we offer valuable tips to small business owners and sole traders to improve their online presence and communicate more effectively to get a larger reach to a bigger audience. Hosts are Narelle Gaddy, and Narelle is an accredited accessibility auditor. My name's Janine Vosper, and I assist people to improve their speaking and their communication skills so they can stand out. Kate Smith is our wonderful and amazing graphic designer, and Jan Roche's business is BizConnect Web Designs and Over 50s Health. And Jan is sharing some information about technology today. I'm looking forward to this, Jan. This is your wheelhouse, this technology thing.
Just a little bit. Yes, the transformative power of technology for small businesses. That's it certainly is something that's near and dear to my heart, as you said, as a web designer. And so, yes, I want to talk about technology and its profound impact on small businesses. Last week, Kate was talking about AI and some great little links that she shared with us. So we're going to be playing with those and check those out. And so for a while, as a web design company, we were quite concerned about ChatGPT and the like, and how so many have jumped on it, and our line of thinking was, okay, all it's going to do is draw on existing content online, and we know that Google does not like duplicate content. So there was all that kind of stuff to consider. But what we've noticed just recently, Google is saying that, sure, you certainly can't beat the human touch and how things are written. It's not really penalizing so much. In the beginning it may have, but it's not really penalizing content now, as long as, again, how Google has always been, as long as it's seems to be original, conversational, and informational. It's got to be worth something. It doesn't want to just see regurgitated information that it's come from someone else's website. So yeah, Google is a little more happier towards it now. So anyway, that's a side point. That wasn't what I was going to be talking about, but anyway, so I'll get into what I want to talk about, and that is for the landscape of small businesses. When we think about small business, really we are the backbone of the economy, right? So we drive innovation, we create jobs, we serve our communities. And so working along with technology, if we can find something that helps us as small businesses, then that's a godsend for us, right? So we do, as small business owners, face unique challenges. Sometimes there's limited resources, fierce competition, and so we need to adapt quickly. And I know over the last several years we all have heard the word pivot and adapt and whatever, but even more so since we've had all of that stuff with COVID, businesses have had to adapt quickly. And so this is where technology has been really, really helpful if you adopt it. Yeah. But sometimes there's fors and against with everything, I'm sure. So with the tech revolution, we're living in an era of rapid technological advancement, right? Like a couple of weeks ago, Narelle was talking about the different apps available on mobile phones for those with vision impairment. And, oh my gosh, that just blew my mind. It's like, who would have thought that was even a thing, And I'm glad that it is, because it's so helpful for so many people. So, there's some pretty clever people out there that are creating these new tools, which is great. So technology is not just a luxury, but it's also a necessity for small business. And really, it can be a game changer for a lot of small businesses. And this is how I see why, and that is improved efficiency, for one, and that technology can automate so many of our repetitive tasks. Like with the CRM that you may have heard me talk about before, it basically can do almost the job of one person with the automation that we've been able to create with that, which is really fantastic. it took me a lot to learn it and to create the system that we wanted from it. But that's the beauty of that system, is that we could do that, make it do.
What's that one called again, Jill?
So that's Dubsado.
Yes,
Yeah,
you've mentioned that a
Dubsado.
few times.
Yeah, yeah.
Check it out.
Yeah. I'll give you the link for it to check it out. And we like it so much that we have become a reseller or an affiliate. So, you know, they have a free trial thing. There's no time limit on it. It just gives you like 3 users that you can just test it all out. And then a link I can give you, save you 20% if you want to go ahead and purchase it, right? Yep. So as I was saying, that's taking care of a lot of the repetitive tasks. And, you know, we can have our clients or potential clients being taken care of without us even knowing that, hey, they've contacted us. You know, it could be overnight or whatever, and they've already received a reply back and that kind of thing, which is fantastic. So, that can be quite helpful for small business. So when you've got things like inventory management, and again, right through to your CRM or your customer relationship management. There's many different tools, many different softwares around for handling that kind of thing. So also a wider reach when you've got some great tools to use. Years gone by without having the internet, where small businesses could only just do word of mouth or, you know, close to the local area. We can now break down the geographical barriers, basically, and trade internationally, even if we want, which is fantastic. So obviously, you know, those who want to stay away from technology, that would become quite a bit more difficult for them to be able to spread their business further afield. But hey, that might be just where they want to stay. But for those of us who do want to expand even globally, you know, the playing field is much larger. You can go out and give your competitors a good run as well. So again, my backyard is web design. So with a well-designed website and effective online marketing, even the tiniest of businesses can have a really big impact. We've got enhanced customer engagement, and that's, again, what I was talking about with our CRM. We can communicate with our potential clients and we don't even know that they've contacted us, which is fantastic. So but it also enables personalized marketing and communication, some of these tools. Now, I'm keeping this quite generic and not, other than mentioning my CRM, just talking about the different things that are available to small businesses as far as technology goes. Again, the wider reach, oh my gosh, we've got social media and just having the internet. We can go anywhere we want in the world using those platforms. Technology enables the data analytics so that we can have a look at where our traffic is coming from, and we can tailor solutions for our clients by using those tools as well. Helps us to understand what our customers prefer and helps us to make decisions on what our next round of content may be, or, you know, and the like. Even using ChatGPT, you can have a look at creating a list of topics that you want to write. Yeah, which is quite good. It saves a lot of time and costs even. Yeah, and so that's another thing, is cost saving. So using the cloud for different things, digital solutions, can significantly reduce your overheads. Small businesses can scale up or down as needed without major capital investments using technology. We can, with the return on investment, we can look at, you know, there's lots of things, piece of string really, but with small businesses, because there is so much available, they can do a bit of research and look at what is going to suit them best. Again, back to my CRM, HubSpot. Yes, it's called HubSpot, right? I've forgotten. It's been so long since I've used it.
Yeah.
I used it. I paid for it for 12 months, but I really didn't use it because it was just, I just couldn't get the best out of it for me. Whereas with Dubsado, maybe that's just user issues. But I did find that, one CRM for us was better than another. Yeah. And sometimes when a company has a bigger marketing budget, they might come across as being the best, but not necessarily.
Windows.
Yeah.
Windows.
That's a whole new conversation, isn't it?
Yep. That's it.
Yes. So, however, there are challenges and considerations to consider. And that is, it's important to acknowledge that adopting technology isn't without its challenges, such as cybersecurity and data privacy are concerns that must be addressed. I mean, us as small businesses, our consideration is far different and our challenges are far different to these massive companies like, banks that have their databases compromised and so on. So there are a lot of things to consider there, but there are also technologies that help us to deal with that as well. And of course, making sure that your staff and your team are all up to speed with looking after all of these things too, with smooth integrations and transition from the old to the new. So yeah.
Oh.
So I mean, look, technology, it's very, very powerful. It can waste a lot of our time, but it also can make our lives a lot easier. So that's it from me.
Most definitely. Thank you.
Thanks, Jan.
Yeah.
Any questions for Jan before we wrap up? No, I think, as you said, it was fairly generic.
Yes.
The importance of the technology, and as we've been talking technology this month, it's an important part of our life, isn't it?
Mm.
Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah, looking at our watch, or having that sync with our phone. And when I got a new PC, my phone is exactly the same, and my little Surface Pro, they're all Windows machines, or well, Android phone, but my little Surface Pro can look exactly the same as my PC in the office. It's like just amazing. Like, doesn't matter where you go. It's like using iMap.
Yep.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. It's part of our lives, most definitely, and using it effectively. Thank you, Jan. That was again really interesting. I learn every single time we have a conversation. I learn something. That's brilliant. And that's another conversation with the We Are Women. We Are Women. I've done this once before.
We are.
I know. That's my podcast. I'll talk about that on the next episode. How about I do that? That's another episode of the Morning Tea Marketing Misses. Please go to our YouTube channel, subscribe. You won't miss a conversation then, and share it with all your friends. We'd love to hear your comments. Bye-bye.
Bye.